language.
Oke. Pak Diaya mau coba PowerPoint-nya dulu, you can test ya, Pak.
Boleh.
Testing dulu, tes PowerPoint-nya, silakan. Ya Ibu Nia, tolong dibantu, mau dites dulu biar nanti lancar. Oke. Testing.
Ya, just a minute.
Ya.
Saya nggak bisa share screening ini. I cannot share the PPT here. Oh, it's okay. Here. Okay, sorry. Let me just meeting. Wait a minute, sir. I'm looking for the material for presentations, religious moderation mission. Okay. Suara saya kurang jelas. Okay, I have share the material, so.
Okay, if I can share from my place. How you will share? Okay.
Can read? Bisa baca?
Can I start now?
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Can I start
Jelas,
now?
ya?
Hello, Master of Ceremony. Can I start now? Hello, check. Belum ya. Can I start now, Master of Ceremony, for this session? Hello. Sudah dimulai kan? Sudah. Okay, we can start it now. Dr. DIAYA, are you with us? Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Okay, because our international conference today will begin soon. Please have a nice seat. And now don't forget to say thank you very much to the Master of Ceremony who have given me chance to lead this session. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you. Who has answered my greeting? Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Miss.
Okay, thank you. How are you today?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine.
Okay, me too. Okay, Honorable the Chair of Uluwiyah Islamic Foundation, Dr. Kiai Haji Zainul Ibad, MSc, MPD, respectable Dr. Haji Ninding Khurrodal Aini, SPD, Director of Uluwiyah Islamic Institute, respectable Dr. DIAYA MAHMOUD ALZITAWI from University Technology Malaysia, Honorable all the lecturers of Uluwiyah Islamic Institute Mojokerto, and all participants of this international conference. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mia. You can call me Miss Mia, the moderator of today's international conference. And I'm very pleased to see you here, and I would like to greet our keynote speaker today. Assalamualaikum, Dr. DIAYA.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. Dr. DIAYA MAHMOUD ALZITAWI. How do you do, sir? It's very pleasure for me to share a stage in this international conference with you. because this is a very valuable occasion for us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our topic today is about Islamic moderation in the frame of education. Wow, it's very interesting topic, I think. And it is suitable with our event today is about hybrid international Yudisium of IAI Uluwiyah Mojokerto. Because, sir, mostly the students here, inshallah, will be a teacher or lecturer in the future. Amin. And then our speaker today is Dr. DIAYA DEAB MAHMOUD ALZITAWI. I will first introduce our keynote speaker. He is one of senior lecturers of University Technology Malaysia. He is Jordanian, and his expertise is actually the education of Arabic language. Is it correct, sir?
Right.
Okay, thank you. He has received his bachelor degree at University of Jordan, Amman, Jordan, in 2000. Dr. DIAYA also taken his master degree at University Islam Negeri Malang, Indonesia in 2014. And he also continued his PhD of Arabic language also at University Islam Negeri Malang in Indonesia to give applause in 2019. Okay. He also has many working experiences, especially in the teaching Arabic and also Islamic studies. Dr. DIAYA also has become guest speaker or chairperson in many events, both international and also national conference. Okay, sir. For the information to you, our participants today is from students and also lecturers and also researchers, also lecturer, Pak Yai, also from Institut Agama Islam Uluwiyah Mojokerto. And then I'm so sorry, I will have a few time for presentation. It's just for about 40 minutes, sir. And then it will be continued by question and answer from the participant. So while presentation is complete, all the participants could take a note and ask some questions later, or the participants can write down in the chat and I will read it for you. Okay, like that. Okay, now allow me to welcome our speaker, Dr. DIAYA DEAB MAHMOUD ALZITAWI, please.
So can I start, inshallah?
Okay, sir, you can start now. The other please unmute ya. Yang lain silakan dimatikan dulu mic-nya supaya tidak mengganggu. Mohon maaf.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا المرسلين محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين بسم الله وكفى والصلاة والسلام على النبي المصطفى على آله وصحبه وسلم. My respective rector of Uluwiyah Mojokerto, Dr. Ning, our moderator for today, docents, doctors, lecturers,
Thank you.
Students. Alhamdulillah, I'm very happy to be among of you today as a keynote. Actually, we should admit our short of knowledge among all of these experts in education. But it is actually to me very very lovely moment. I'm very happy to be invited in such conference, or you call it seminar, in religious moderation in the frame of education. All about education. It is very interesting to me, since actually we start teaching and learning for 12 years, then we learn for another 4 years in the university. So we are in the process of teaching and learning since long time ago. I've been a teacher in Malaysia for Arabic language in schools in Malaysia. We start from like high school, university, come to primary school. Actually, I'm happy because I teach so many levels of people, starting from even kindergarten, for 3 years old students, primary students, secondary students, university students, even adults. I'm very happy to be at this process of teaching and learning and education. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So we go to the next slide, please.
Okay.
So as introduction, teaching actually and education is very noble mission. People are look high to us. The society are looking high to us. So we are, as they said, we are under the telescope. Semua orang memandang kita. Izinkan saya berbahasa atau campur Indonesia dan bahasa English.
It's okay, never mind, sir.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
Actually, I have very lovely moment teaching, and I have had moment or hard time in teaching. Actually, 2009, the government of Jordan called me to be a teacher in Jordan. And I teach there for 2 months only. After that, I ran away. As I can compare between the teaching in Jordan and teaching in Indonesia, Malaysia, here the students, they are they are looking very high to the teachers. While in Jordan, they will fight with you, they are very rude to you. That's why actually I ran away from teaching in Jordan. So to be a teacher is very noble mission, because the ideas that you teach, the knowledge that you share with the students, you'll be able to change the thoughts, the directions of the students, because they become receivers. So we go to maybe to the next slides. We should be very careful of what we say, and we should be very careful our action, because the students are looking to us and they imitate us. Mereka akan just copy paste apa yang kita buat.
Yes.
Dan mereka akan memendahkan kata-kata kita. Mereka akan repeat. Kenapa kamu cakap macam ni? Oleh kerana guru, tok guru, kiai cakap macam ni. Saya memberi perhatian kepada para pelajar hari ini yang akan menjadi guru-guru, supaya kita mesti sangat prihatin terhadap apa yang kita katakan, apa yang kita buat. Actually, I'm not inclined to force the students to apply any principle that we deem correct, but we must convince the student that this is the principle or the Islamic value is correct by presenting evidence, presentation from the lives of the ancients and practical application in front of the students, so that he or she knows firsthand the value that we want them to acquire and how it is going to be and where it lead to. So tidak cukup dengan kita menyampaikan sesuatu, melainkan pelajar betul-betul yakin bahawa knowledge yang kita kongsikan dengan mereka adalah perkara yang benar, perkara yang betul. Macam mana kita nak meyakinkan mereka, how to make them confident about what we teach is with the evidence, with the presentation, dengan kita memberi contoh daripada masa sahabat. Okay, para hadirin hadirat yang dikasihi Allah SWT, ladies and gentlemen, for today we are talking about religious moderation. Talking about religious moderation, and the opposite of religious moderation is extreme in religion, according to the education. So we know, actually, kita semua tahu agama Islam adalah agama yang syumul, agama yang moderate. This is what Rasulullah SAW teach to us, to be immoderate in everything. Even Rasulullah said, Inna li ahlika alayka haqqa, inna li jasadika alayka haqqa, inna li badanika alayka haqqa. When you do the practice of worship, you need to know that you need to be a moderate. Even in worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We know that 3 persons, those who come to the house of Rasulullah and they ask about the ibadah of Rasulullah, then they know that Rasulullah sometimes fast, sometimes he didn't fast. Then they look down at the ibadah of Rasulullah. When Rasulullah heard them, and one of them said, I will fast forever. The other one said, I will pray for the whole night. The other one said, I will not marry. Rasulullah was very angry and come out to them. Now he said, I'm a human being. You are a human being. Wallahi inni la asumu wa uftir. I fast and I break my fast. Saya puasa dan tidak puasa. Saya berkawin. Okay? Saya kadang-kadang tidur, kadang-kadang mendirikan salat di waktu malam. Hadihi sunnati. Okay, this is my way. Whoever who follow my way, then he is among of my ummah. Those who didn't follow our way, those are not from our ummah. So we can normally the people they will take, or the ulama or the scholars, they will talk about the moderation. They take the evidence from what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَكَذَلِكَ Surah Al-Baqarah, the ayah 143, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا لِتَكُونُوا شُهَدَاءَ عَلَى النَّاسِ وَيَكُونَ الرَّسُولُ عَلَيْكُمْ شَهِيدًا. So al-wasatiyya, okay. Ramai ulama mengatakan moderation is wasatiyya. But here, just for a discussion, maybe you can go to the next slide. As discussion for wasatiyya, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned sometimes wasatiyya, sometimes wasatan, sometimes qala awsatuhum, okay? وَكَذَا جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا. So what is the wasat here? According to the language, wasat is the middle of things. But here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what is the main purpose of the ayah? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to know that you are the wasat, okay? You are the middle of the ummah, okay? In order in the hereafter we become the witness against this ummah that Rasulullah already deliver the message, and you already deliver the message. So this moderation is not in line with the true concept of the verse, because the purpose of this verse is to prove the justice of nation of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whether conveying this religion to the people. So why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said here wasata is to be witness, okay, against the ummah, against all human being that Rasulullah already deliver the message. Maybe you can go to the next slide.
Okay.
So, okay, next slide. This is the discussion of the concept. We're still talking about the concept of moderation. So, what is the best term? Okay, apakah mustalah yang terbaik untuk moderation? Okay, moderation, al-i'tidal wal-istiqamah. Okay, this is the best term of moderation is al-i'tidal wal-istiqamah. So the moderation of Islam appears to looking at its beliefs, principles, acts of worship, laws and rulings. So the moderation of Islam is indicated by what understood as being the straight path that leads to happy end for whoever follow is in the world and the hereafter. Kita selalu baca firman Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dalam surah Al-Fatihah, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, following by what? Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to lead us to the straight path. When we talk about the straight path, okay, the scholar said normally the straight path will lead you to the peak of the mountain, okay, ke puncak. meaning is that the region is extended to on the peak, resembling a high mountain or the highest mountain. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala straight path in the region, with it is ruling the cover all aspects of life. It comprehensive religion. Okay, this agama kita adalah agama yang syumul, yang meliputi semua aspek kehidupan, ekonomi, sosial, keluarga, ekonomi, politik, akhlak dan segala-galanya. Okay, you can go to the next slide.
Yes, sir.
So even Rasulullah SAW always ask us when we do dua, we should do what? Allahumma, Nabi SAW said, إِذَا سَأَلْتُمُ اللَّهَ فَاسْأَلُوهُ الْفِرْدَوْسَ الْأَعْلَى. If you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then ask him the highest place of Jannah. What the highest place in the mountain? It is Al-Firdaus. Al-Firdaus Al-A'la, the highest. And what is the way, what is the path to the heaven or to the Al-Firdaus Al-A'la is the street path, As-Sirat. That's why we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to lead us to the street path. So by moderation, we do not mean that it should always be within the limits of half, to be in the half of the thing, wasat, okay, in the middle, untuk jadi tengah-tengah, because they said what? Because this is very difficult matter to determine in the psychological and behavior ideas which one is the middle. Okay, we can go to the next slide. Okay, talking about al-istiqamah atau al-i'tidal. Kalau kita lihat para imam sebelum memulakan salat jamaah, mereka akan kata apa? Istawu wa'tadilu. Okay, lurus dan apa pasal. Tapi i'tadilu ini yang kita imam tidak sebut, dan ber'i'tidal. Ber'i'tidal apa di belakang imam? Kalau saya tak tahu sih di Indonesia sama atau tidak. Kalau di Malaysia masa salat tarawih, kita salat tarawih, ramai yang datang, mereka datang bulan puasa saja, mereka salat jamaah bulan puasa saja. Jadi mereka kurang pengetahuan macam mana nak berdiri di dalam saf, how they should stand on the saf. So some of them, they think, okay, you should start the saf from the right. Some of them, they will start the saf from the left. So we can see a lot of spaces between of them. Actually, i'tidal, when the imam said i'tadilu, berarti kita kena adil di belakang imam. Adil macam mana? Jadi bilangan jamaah yang sebelah kanan imam mesti sama dengan bilangan jamaah yang sebelah kiri. So i'tidal dalam salat pun kita kena i'tidal. I'tidal sini moderate, to be moderate. Okay, ini kata-kata Imam Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah. He said Allah subhanahu has not commanded a matter except that shaitan has two tendencies in it, either to negligence or to go beyond, which is excess, and he does not care which one he achieves and increase or decrease. Jadi kata apabila Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bagi satu amaran, satu perintah untuk buat sesuatu, syaitan akan berusaha menyesatkan umat tu, sama ada mengambil mereka ke menjadi ta'assub, fanatik, atau menjadi terlalu tidak mengikut. Okay? Itu yang kita cakap di antara ifrat wa tafrid. Dan syaitan tidak kisah sama ada, yang penting dia berjaya, sama ada dia menjadikan kita betul-betul ta'assub terhadap sesuatu, atau menjadikan kita terlalu tidak peduli, tidak become not unpractice ummah. So talk about the social and religious community conflict around the world. So we talk about moderation. Actually, the opposite of moderation is extreme. So we can go to the next slide.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So before I talk about the victims of extremism around the world, let us talk about the life in Mecca before Rasulullah become a messenger, or start to deliver his message. Sebelum Rasulullah diutuskan, semua orang Makkah, penduduk Makkah semua menghormati Rasulullah SAW dan mereka menggelarkannya sebagai yang benar, as-sadiq, al-amin, yang jujur, yang berkata benar dan yang jujur. Jadi Makkah kelihatan tenang, tidak ada konflik langsung. Orang Makkah bahagia, enjoy dengan perniagaan mereka, dengan kekayaan mereka. Tapi adakah suasana begini menggambarkan bahawa aman damai Makkah ini? Atau kalau kita lihat satu masyarakat aman, tenteram, adakah ini memperlihatkan keadaan ini adalah keadaan yang betul, yang sebenar? Ini yang kita idamkan. This is what we want from the committee. But we see. Kan orang Melayu kata sini, orang Malaysia, okay, ada peribahasa, dia kata, jangan sangka air yang tenang itu tiada buaya. Tak tahu ni peribahasa ada di Indonesia atau tidak ada. Jadi yang kita lihat keadaan yang aman damai masa di Makkah adalah adakah itu keadaan yang benar. Tapi berlaku banyak kezaliman, banyak penindasan, banyak pembunuhan tanpa keadilan, yang kuat menewaskan yang lemah atau makan hak orang yang lemah. So keadaan tidak betul walaupun Makkah itu aman damai. That's why when Rasulullah SAW sent to be a messenger, become big conflict among the citizens of Makkah. The father neglect the son neglect the father. Kita lihat cerita Mus'ab ibn Umair. Sebelum dia masuk Islam, dia anak manja yang kaya raya. Ibunya sangat menyayangi dia. Apapun dia nak, dia dapat. He's very spoiled child. Therefore, he become Muslim. But after he become Muslim, his beloved mother abandon him. So adakah ini perkara betul yang dibawa oleh Islam? Allah SWT firman, okay, walau syaa Allah ja'ala an-nasa ummatan wahida wa la yazaluna mukhtalifin. If Allah SWT want, he can make this mankind as one ummah, but they're still disputing. Kalau Allah SWT, dia boleh jadikan semua umat manusia ni umat yang satu, tetapi mereka masih berselisih faham. Ada orang sebenarnya yang marah. Kenapa umat manusia tidak bersatu padu? Kenapa para ulama Islam ni tidak bersatu padu pada satu pandangan atau satu pendapat? Sebenarnya perselisihan akan terus berlaku. Okay? Perselisihan akan terus berlaku. Tetapi kita belajar dalam fiqh, kita belajar adabul ikhtilaf. Dan kita ada belajar kenapa mungkin adabul ikhtilaf ni mungkin perlu satu ceramah khas seagaknya. Kenapa ikhtilaf ni, kenapa perselisihan ni berlaku? Okay, what I want to focus here, that seeing all the community united doesn't mean they are following the right path. But and seeing disputing them is not also the right situation. We have to see everyone united, everyone working together, but they should work at following the right rules and the right thing. And the other thing, kita kena acknowledge, kita kena mengakui bahawa Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala ciptakan manusia ini dengan the nature of disputing. Their nature tidak bersatu, mempunyai perselisihan. Even dalam satu keluarga, kadang-kadang tidak bersatu. Dalam satu umat pun tidak bersatu. Kita tidak ada satu mazhab. Kita lihat juga keadaan sahabat selepas wafat Nabi SAW, mereka berselisih siapa nak jadi khalifah. Adakah dari kalangan Ansar atau dari kalangan Muhajirin? Sehingga mereka berbincang. Saya highlightkan the discussion in education to reach one decision. Discussion, not fighting. So the sahabat discuss, mereka berbincang sehingga mereka sampai satu persetujuan bahawa Abu Bakar yang layak menjadi khalifah setelah Nabi SAW wafat. Sahabat terus bertelaga. Okay? Ali bin Abi Talib, Aisyah radhiyallahu anha. Adakah Ali bin Abi Talib yang betul, Aisyah yang salah? Al-Husain dibunuh oleh Yazid bin Muawiyah. Siapa yang benar? Okay, now we come to the extreme. Even nowadays, we can see. Okay, maybe just come back to the previous slide. Okay, just stay here for a while. So now we can see the word. If you actually want to talk about the extremism, the conflict of nowadays word, actually maybe I would need 1 or more or 2 hours to talk about it. What is the reason behind it? Now we can see big power, okay, fighting against the weak power and trying to rule them and to force them to follow them. So ini keadaan yang salah. Bila orang yang kuat mempunyai kuasa yang besar, cuba memaksa orang yang lemah mengikuti dia. So this will create conflict. And we can see the victims of actually produce some troops, extreme troops like IS, Islamic State, Jamaah Malaysia, Jamaah Islam. I don't know, there are so many troops. Sebenarnya insiden berlaku di Malaysia, berlaku di Indonesia, berlaku di Jordan itself. Kalau saya ceritakan di Jordan, kita ada satu pilot nama dia Mu'adh Kasasbeh yang ditangkap oleh ISIS. Apabila mereka tangkap dia, mereka bunuh dia, satu pembunuhan yang menggambarkan mereka betul-betul sadis atau betul zalim. They're very sadist. So they burn him slowly in front of the eye of camera. Then they post this video among all Muslims, among all the world. So actually, why they are doing like that? Ini seorang pilot tak tahu apa kesalahan dia. Tapi you can, even as Rasulullah said, if you are punishing someone with killing, you should do it nicely. So mereka buat macam ni menggambarkan bahawa Islam ni sangat ekstrim dan merosakkan gambaran Islam. Okay, we can see the victims of extremism around the world. Since 2007, the DIAYA contains almost 66,000 terrorists. In the year 2022, okay, the percentage maybe fall down to 6,701 deaths because of this what you call extreme incidents. Okay, declined by almost 28% from 5,046 in 2021 to 3,955 in 2022. Ini tidak termasuk Afghanistan. Kalau masuk Afghanistan, the index will increase by 4%. Okay, we can go to the next slide.
Okay.
So why actually these incidents kenapa berlaku? Why it's happened? Maybe I just mentioned some or one or two reasons. Now the people or the big powers, they are competing to control the energy, which is the fuel, the oil, and the resources. They want to take over the resources. The resources actually are owned by the weak, so the rich powers want to take it. Maybe we can go to the next slide. Okay, this paradigm shows how much how it's increased from 1970 until so we can just skip this one. Go to the next slide. Okay, the background of conflicts. Okay, so you can go. So we don't deny actually the differences and conflicts. Ini sebenarnya kita tidak boleh nafikan ada keganasan. Dan keganasan ni ada orang Islam yang di belakang dia. There are Muslims behind this terrorism. But why? We need to ask why. It's not because of Islamic teaching. But there are many reasons. Sometimes come because the cultural history of the region. Why not also focus on the social, economic, and cultural aspects when our Islamic civilization was leading humanity for hundreds of years? And when most of our regions enjoy stability, religious tolerance, and comfortable life, compared to Europe, which was floundering in bloody religious conflicts. Kenapa kita tidak lihat bahawa Islam bila memerintah dan memerintah sekian lama, selama 1400 tidak ada konflik yang besar. Kita lihat konflik yang berlaku di Europe, the First World War, the Second World War, okay. Menjadi mangsa perang. 88 million become the victims of war among the Europeans themselves, European only. But how about Muslim? The number of the victims didn't reach that big number. Even you can see the United States when they conquered America. They said they discovered, they conquered America. 1,000 million they killed before they take over the whole America. So but then they never highlight this thing. They highlight about the weak Muslims, how many victims happen, and why it's happened actually. Who behind it? Who behind ISIS? Kita tak nak mungkin cakap lebih siapa belakangnya. So kita semua tahu. Saya sendiri nampak dalam TV, kaca TV lah. Kita nampak ISIS ni tiba-tiba menjadi kaya, mempunyai alat perang yang canggih, mempunyai alat pengangkutan yang canggih, dan boleh menguasai tanah besar daripada Syria dan tanah besar daripada Iraq. Where are they now? Di manakah ISIS sekarang? Kenapa tiba-tiba tidak ada? Okay, we can go to the next slide. Okay, go to the next slide. Thank you. So in general, Arab and Muslims suffered from instability and wars in limit periods and geography. Especially in Jordan, I'm from Jordan. We received millions from my village, actually, I'm talking about my village. We received millions or thousands of refugees who ran away from Syria to Jordan because of the conflict in Syria. So those are all the victims. The Muslims suffered from the instability. The Jordanians also suffered from the instability, and it reflects how many of the people, the economy became very low. So however, the states that ruled in Arab and Muslim regions throughout history generally left people their personal religious and secretion lives as long as they live. So they do not dispute authority. So we can go to the next slide. Okay, how to now talking about education and how to apply moderation in education. Okay, okay, so okay, we can go to the next slide. Okay, here. No, the previous one. Okay, thank you. Dr. Majid Ihsan Al-Kilani merupakan pakar pendidikan. Dia sebenarnya kampung dia sebelah kampung saya, Dr. Majid Ihsan Al-Kilani. Dan tetapi saya tidak tahu dia jiran kampung saya kecuali I love his writing. So how he defined the education. He defined education. Educational scholars define education as a change in behavior. So it's change. تربية should be التربية يجب أن تحدث التغيير. So this education should the result of education should generate a change in the behavior. This is a definition that has a great deal of accuracy and correctness, provided that behavior is understood as its three cycles, which is will, idea, and practice. Okay, al-irada, wal-fikra, wa-at-tatbiq. So you should have the will first before the and how to implement it. Mempraktiskan education ni. So we can go to the next slide. So when we talk about the change in behavior, we didn't talk about the temporary change. So orang yang contohnya lah, orang yang belanja wang yang banyak atau derma kita cakap, derma wang yang banyak. Setelah dia dengar satu ceramah, maka dia naik semangat dia, kemudian dia derma. Tetapi adakah orang ni kita boleh panggil dermawan? So we cannot call him spender unless spending become one of his characteristics. Kita tak boleh panggil orang tu orang dermawan kecuali bila dia selalu menderma. So education atau tingkah laku moderation atau value of moderation yang kita ingin sampaikan dan tanamkan dalam diri seorang pelajar mesti satu tingkah laku yang kekal, yang menjadi tabiat semula jadi seorang pelajar. Kalau tidak, kita tidak panggil value or satu karakteristik dalam diri seorang pelajar. So can go to the next slide. Okay. So the foundation of education are fixed and do not change, but they are surrounded by changing circumstances. Kalau kita tengok asas pendidikan tidak berubah, tapi dia yang berubah suasana sekitarnya. Dan bila berubah suasana sekitarnya, education atau pendidikan mesti pandai mengubah sesuai mengikuti keadaan. So there are many participants outside the family of education, the subject education and building human facility. Contohnya sekolah, various community institutions, especially now kita tengok media institutions, social media, how it changed the value of the society. Okay, sekarang kita lihat bermacam-macam video yang kita lihat dalam TikTok, dalam Facebook, dalam Telegram, Instagram. So ini semuanya main peranan. Bukan guru sahaja main peranan dalam mengubah tingkah laku pelajar, tetapi banyak circumstances. Contohnya keluarga, TV, media, social media, dan macam-macam. So you are not the only teacher. Anda bukan guru yang unggul kepada anak murid anda, kecuali kalau kita pelajar kita letak dalam dipanggil apa sini, dalam pondok atau dalam asrama, dan mereka hanya dengar daripada kita sahaja. Namun sebaliknya yang berlaku. Okay? Mereka ada banyak guru sekitar kita. Okay, we can go to the next slide. So the child needs attention, confidence in his ability, and encouragement to develop him. A family environment in which transparency, friendship, and trust prevail is an environment in which duplicity and undesirable practices such as lying and artificial DIAYA disappear. So kita mesti beri perhatian kepada pelajar, bagi dia keyakinan, bagi dia kasih sayang, bagi dia ilmu yang mantap, supaya apabila dia keluar, kita graduasi seorang pelajar yang tidak menipu, tidak mempunyai sifat duplikasi macam menjadi munafik, tapi seorang pelajar yang moderate dan memahami, mempunyai karakter yang holistik. So we can go to the next slide. Okay, so we agree that education faces a lot of challenges. This is what makes educational balance and important. Okay, so bila kita cakap cerita pasal moderation, so kita kena balance, cari balance, i'tidal, okay, atau adil, balance dalam mendidik okay, anak murid kita. The balance that combines gaining self-confidence and respect for others. Dia nak jadi confidence dengan diri sendiri dia, tapi dalam masa yang sama dia menghormati orang lain. Okay, the balance that combines self-development and not separating from the society. So dia nak menjaga diri sendiri, seorang pelajar kita nak ajar dia macam mana dia nak jaga diri sendiri, how he develop his own skill, how he gone, tetapi tidak berpisah daripada masyarakat. The balance that combines freedom and preserving values. Okay, kita nak ajar mereka kebebasan, bebas bersuara, tapi yang berasaskan value, nilai yang mantap, yang berasaskan ajaran Islam. The balance that provides material and moral needs, and balance that the principles of participation, cooperation, and giving. Not taking only, but we want to teach them to cooperate and give. The balance that criticize wrong behavior and not the perpetrator of the mistake. So kita kena correct, tapi kita tidak pertahankan kesalahan. Balance in developing independent thinking, balance between belonging to the family and belonging to the society and community service. So this is a balance yang kita nak ingin jadikan anak murid kita seperti itu. Sebenarnya kita kena ajar anak murid kita ini tidak ta'assub, moderate. Saya pernah dengar ceramah tentang salat. Bila kita ajar murid kita salat, salat ni ada fardu, ada sunat. So kita wajibkan salat yang wajib. Yang sunat, kita sunatkan. So kita ajar mereka memoderasi. Jadi saya tanya, jadi kalau anak murid saya berkumpul di musalla, boleh tak saya paksa mereka sembahyang sunat qabliyah dan sunat ba'diyah? Dia kata kalau maksa mereka, ini namanya ta'assub. Ekstrim. Kita kena berikan mereka pengetahuan bahawa ini sunat. Okay, kalau sunat maksudnya boleh, kalau buat dapat pahala, kalau tidak buat tidak ada dosa. Jadi makanya kita tidak harus paksa mereka buat. Boleh faham? Okay. So seperti itu. So kita kena ajar, bila kita nak ajar murid kita moderate, kita sendiri kena sebagai guru kita kena moderate dulu. Jangan kita ta'assub. Kita sebenarnya kita dikejutkan mungkin beberapa minggu yang lepas, seorang guru Nampak? Guru wanita yang berumur. An old lady teacher. Dia suruh seorang pelajar ke depan, dan oleh kerana dia marah betul dengan pelajar tu, kerana pelajar tu sebenarnya beragama Islam dan dia beragama lain selain daripada Islam, dia suruh semua pelajar tampar budak tu. Budak masih, saya rasa masih kurang daripada 10 tahun, mungkin 9 tahun. Saya boleh lihat dia macam 9 tahun, tapi suruh pukul oleh rakan-rakan dia. Ini contoh guru yang terbawa-bawa sifat resis dia daripada masyarakat ke sekolah. Jadi sebenarnya tidak seharusnya berlaku di sekolah-sekolah kita. Dan ini akan berlaku di sekolah-sekolah yang di Indonesia, di Malaysia, tidak akan berlaku. Can we go to the next slide?
Okay.
So we are talking about the moderate educator. So the moderate educator has enough educational anxiety to push him to devote effort, time, and money to develop himself. Okay, this anxiety is major motivation that makes the presence of child in our lives a golden opportunity for change. Okay, oleh kerana saya nak petik kata-kata ulama bahawa anak murid ini bagaikan mutiara. Jadi bila kita when we deal with them, kita kena deal dengan mereka seperti tukang emas, tukang mutiara. Jangan deal dengan kanak-kanak dengan hadiah daripada Allah, permata ini sebagai tukang besi. So kita kena hargai hadiah yang diberi oleh Allah SWT kepada kita. Kanak-kanak ini yang kita ajar, they are jewels, you know. So we should deal with them as jewels. When we shape them, clean them, make them very bright, make them very shine, very beautiful. So this is the children. So the teacher should build himself first before he build the student. So a balanced educator is able to balance his personal life and his responsibility towards his children. He knows with certainty that his self development will reflect positively on his children. Apapun knowledge yang kita ada, pelajar akan tahu kita ini berpengalaman ke tidak, kita berilmu ke tidak. Our students very observe, you know. Mereka sangat merhatikan kita. Mereka very observe. They can know you. Kalau kamu guru yang berpengetahuan atau tidak, bersedia atau tidak sebelum masuk kelas. So the balanced teachers works on strategic level, focusing on creating the right and opportunities environment for him and raising his students, an environment characterized by empowerment, with a balance of educator works to provide all the material means for his students' success and dignity. So can go to the next slide. Still I have time?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
The time is still 5 minutes more.
5 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Sebenarnya, actually the story about education is very enjoyable actually.
Yes.
Because this our life. Okay? You are going to be a teachers. Now you are students. So you need to learn. Maybe you can see some weaknesses at your teacher. So this weakness you should cover by yourself. Don't repeat the same mistake of your teachers. When you become a teacher. So the love, the compassion, the cooperation toward the students. We can go to the maybe next slide.
Yes, sir.
So the moderate educator consider it one of the okay, I'm talking about the rija, ketegasan. Okay, kita kena dengan kasih implement the rules, and so the rija is an important value for balanced educator as he work to apply everything agreed upon on himself and on all his maybe class member. This Rija is application gives the educator credibility with the children and teach the children in practical way to differentiate between what is good, what is bad. Kita kena ajar perkara ini betul atau perkara ini salah. Kita sebenarnya nak tanamkan value, nak tanamkan nilai moderation ni ada beberapa cara. Cara yang pertama dengan kita memberi contoh. Kan? Kita memberi contoh pelbagai, mungkin contoh daripada sahabat, contoh daripada orang kenamaan, dan kita memberi kisah, suruh pelajar buat lakonan. We ask the student to organize a play in front of your students, then the students can follow the values of that play. Itulah kalau kita lihat, we can go to the next slide maybe. Kita lihat peranan TV and media yang dibekalkan dengan macam-macam story. Kita lihat tak cerita Upin Ipin? Sudah sampai di Indonesia saya rasa. Satu cerita yang baik dan bermacam-macam nilai yang baik, dan they teach moderation. It's very good. So now talking about Hillary Cameron, how she maybe talk about the teaching peace or teaching moderation among the students. So there's citizenship and peace are inarguably related. Both have human fulfillment at the heart of their endeavors. The relationship is to be directional, and their influence mutual. Good citizenship begets good peace, and good peace begets good citizens. So daripada suasana aman damai yang kita sampaikan kepada pelajar kita, mereka akan dapat menjadi good citizen, warga yang baik. So both bring into focus questions regarding what is the mean to be a person, citizen, human, and what it mean to live a good life in good relation with others. So inilah hasil yang kita nak daripada moderation, to have a good life, have a good relations, to be a good human, to be a good citizen. So there's some points that kita highlight. Maybe you can go to the next slide. Okay. One, we promote holistic learning, promote good mental health. Okay, kita promote physical health. Okay, apa yang saya lihat sebenarnya, saya menjadi guru selama 11 tahun di Singapura. Pelajar Singapura apabila pergi sekolah daripada 7 pagi, cuba bayangkan mereka kena mula persekolahan mereka 7 pagi. Saya rasa 7 pagi waktu Indonesia 6 pagi. So 6 pagi dengan membawa beg yang berat. I'm talking about mental health and physical health, sexual health, macam mana? Mereka daripada pagi, dan mereka daripada 7 pagi hingga pukul 3 sore, kadang-kadang sampai 4 sore. Dan coba lihat beg yang mereka angkat, how heavy the bags that carry, very heavy. So they carry the bag from house to the school, inside the train. Some of them stand the buses, and then some of them walking to the school. So adakah ini mempromote educational balance yang membantu pelajar mempunyai balance in their life, atau buat mereka benci terhadap proses pengajaran dan pembelajaran? So daripada ni sebenarnya weakness yang saya ceritakan di sini, kita kena belajar menjadikan sekolah satu environment yang moderation. Kita kena moderate. Bila kita bagi kerja sekolah, jangan kita ingat yang subjek atau mata pelajaran kita ajar, kita seorang saja guru yang mengajar. Ada ramai lagi yang mengajar. Kalau saya memberi tugasan yang banyak, guru ni memberi tugasan yang banyak, guru itu memberi tugasan yang banyak, berapa banyak tugasan yang seorang murid dalam masa yang singkat mereka perlu habiskan. Dia sudah balik sekolah sore, sudah letih, sudah capek kan, kemudian saya kata capek, sudah capek, tired already. How to finish all this homeworks? Very, very difficult. So can go to the next slide, maybe.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, you can go to the, maybe skip, can go to the next slide.
Next,
Okay.
applying.
So applying educational duration and development. Okay, education in Indonesia.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now come to Indonesia. Can see the Indonesia
Okay.
actually. I live in Indonesia. I didn't live actually in Indonesia really because I come and learn like as a part-time.
Oh.
In Malang, I love Malang actually. I love the weather in Malang. I love also to stay in Batu because I learn in Pasca Suaza in Batu, Win Malang. The weather is very nice, very dingin. So, but we can see the population, how huge the population of Indonesian with about like 270 million citizens. Ramai kan? Dengan pulauan, kita panggil pulauan, 17,508 islands. Begitu ramai dengan 300 etnics. Macam mana seorang guru should show the moderation in teaching different ethnics, different culture. They come from different culture, different ethnic, different religion sometimes. Because I know in Indonesia, I think 87% only Muslims. The others maybe Catholic, Christian, what you call Buddhist, Confucius, Taoist, and other maybe other religions maybe become minorities. How the teacher should promote moderation and not promote moderation only. You promote a very good, very high quality education in Indonesia when you take in consideration all this diversity. Okay, mereka berbeza bahasa lain kan, walaupun bahasa semua Indonesia, tapi ada yang daripada Jawa, okay, dan macam-macam suku yang lain. Kita kena moderate. Jangan kita masuk kelas, kita tahu bukan semua Jawa, tapi kita ajar dalam bahasa Jawa, ngomong dalam bahasa Jawa. Tak semua murid akan faham, betul tak?
Yes, sir.
So kita kena moderate dan memahami masalah anak murid kita ni. Can go to the next slide maybe. Okay, so in Indonesia, the previous slide, please. The previous slide. No, previous. Okay, this one.
Slide. Okay, sir.
So we can see that Indonesia, they have a huge number of schools and a huge number of students. But when I actually do study about the schools and the number of teachers, according to the demands, okay, permintaan untuk masuk sekolah terlalu ramai. Mungkin di antara challenge dan kesukaran yang menghadapi sekolah-sekolah di Indonesia, sekolah tidak mencukupi berbanding dengan permintaan murid yang tinggi. Okay, kita ada 45.90 million students in Indonesia. The study that I get actually from the previous studies, which is 2022-2023. Okay, this number is decreased by 1.56% compared to the previous year's period of 44.88 million citizens or students go to the schools. So tugasan kita, saya nak mungkin mengakhiri. We can go to the next slide.
Okay, so.
Okay, as summary, as I actually highlight, our mission as teachers, tugasan kita sebagai seorang guru sangat besar, sangat diperhatikan. Kita mampu mengubah tingkah laku pelajar. We are able to change the behavior of the students. But as I said, education, we should teach last value. That last values mean tingkah laku sebentar saja. So beautiful that the concept of moderation in Islam allows one to find balance in every action, whether it is religious, social, or private matters. It is the middle path between the ends of extremist segregation and deficiency. Striving for moderation can be very challenging, but if we on to this golden principle in all aspects and areas, it can be the key to success in this world and hereafter. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the will, kekuatan untuk menjadi orang yang moderate, yang i'tidal, yang istiqamah, dan akhirnya kita dapat pahala di dunia dan akhirat. Terima kasih menjemput saya. Terima kasih semua dan mengakhiri ceramah saya dengan subhanakallahumma bihamdika nasyhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for the interesting topic presenting to us. As you know, that education and religion cannot be separated each other, right? That's why the teacher is not only educator, but also role model for the students.
Yeah, that's good.
The students also will imitate, will copy what the teacher or lecturers do, what the teachers say, the students will also imitate for them. That's why it's very needed for us as a teacher to have good characters and good religion, I think. Okay, for the next session is about question and answer from participants. I will give for 3 questions first. Come on, who wanna ask? Wanna give questions? Miss Aida. Okay, Miss Aida, please.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, sir. Nice to join your seminar today.
Yeah, hello, how are you?
Yeah. I'm fine. I'm really enjoy your seminar today. Thank you very much for the very insightful knowledge.
I mean, alhamdulillah, thank you very much.
Okay, so here I have a question. As we know nowadays, we know that our generation survive with the issue of LGBTQ. Yeah, that's very urgent for me as a teacher. And according to you, how we can moderate the students and all the generations to survive for the negative issues such as LGBTQ. And then, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also living in Malang right now. Hello?
Yeah, boleh dengar, boleh.
Yes.
I'm listening to you.
Yes. Okay. I'm also living in Malang right now, and if I have a chance, we have a research collaboration for the next time.
Inshallah.
Okay, sir.
Inshallah, sure. We can have this opportunity.
Yeah, if you come to Indonesia and you come to Batu, we can meet to make a research collaboration.
Sure. I will be very happy to do collaboration and research with Uluwiyah Mujikerto, inshallah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Maybe we can collaborate for 3%, sir, with me too.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Aida. She asked about the issue of LGBT, maybe among the students.
Okay.
Let us say it is test to our society, this behavior, and we should respect our Islamic teaching, which is prevent especially among Muslim students, where maybe the majority of Indonesian citizens are Muslims, which is this actually attitude is prevented as haram, you can see in Islam. But how to deal with them? Minister in what you call ada satu menteri keluarga, the family affairs in Malaysia. I like her answer about the LGBT. They said, okay, we take the students because this attitude, we should have some solution to it. Okay, tanpa kita menjadi very extreme. Okay, just kill all those who LGBT or burn all of them, which is actually not right. Actually, it can their attitude gradually. Okay, and they said, okay, we divide them in 3 groups or two or three groups. I don't remember. Okay, those who are like just beginners in this attitude. Okay, those we should send them to rehab, give counseling, counsel them. Kita nasihat dan kita tarbiyah, kita didik. We don't know what is their background, and those who are very like take a long time. This is the second group will take a long time to become among this group, the LGBT. Those actually we should also give them counseling. Sometimes some bad attitudes we should like give them punishing, but in moderate. Okay, the third party, they take it as business. We can like raise LGBT become like prostitution. Prostitution itu jadi pelacuran. Bila dah jadi macam ni pelacuran, we should take what you call law action against them. So saya rasa dalam undang-undang Indonesia ada mungkin akta anti tingkah laku seperti ini. Mungkin di Malaysia kita ada, di Jordan kita ada. Tapi but this actually is very global. It's very global. To me, it is test. It is ibtila from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to us, as educators. But we should approach them nicely. Okay, bil hikmah. Okay. Tapi kalau tengok seorang itu kelihatan LGBT, dia akan mempengaruhi semua, kita kena separate actually. We should separate them sometimes from the other group and put them in a special course, put them in special program of teaching and learning. Wallahu a'lam bissawab.
Okay, Ms. Aida.
Okay, and then maybe because today is the Yudisium for the higher students of IAI Uluwiyah Mojokerto, maybe, and most of them are the students from Islamic Studies program. Maybe you have any suggestion or messages for them how to strengthen students of Islamic value and prevent from negative issue.
Okay, we should. Okay, my actually this advice to myself and all teachers. I'm also teacher like you. Actually, I'm happy to see all these educators, future educators, future teachers. Okay, so kalau saya nasihat diri sendiri, we should actually have strong knowledge about the subject that we are going to teach. In Arabic we call it يجب عليك أن تتعب على نفسك. Kita kena penat untuk membina diri kita, membina kemahiran, and don't take one skill. We should actually be also have knowledge from different fields. As in Arabic we said يجب أن تعرف يجب أن تأخذ زهرة من كل بستان. You should take a flower from each plantation or each garden. Kita kena ada pengetahuan dari setiap field, dari setiap bidang. Kita kena kemahiran komputer, kemahiran berbahasa. We should have the skill of language. Okay, nowadays, English or Arabic, if you teach Arabic, you should be strong in Arabic actually. If you teach English, you should be strong in English. Kalau tak ajar English pun, kena belajarlah. Tidak ada supaya kita buat cooperation dengan international schools and maybe Malaysia and Singapore. So we should be strong. Kita tahu sekarang mungkin pekerjaan pun menjadi susah. Nanti keluar jadi nak cari kerja sebagai guru pun bukan senang, bukan mudah di Indonesia, di mana ramai berebut nak jadi guru, nak cari kerja. So you should build yourself from different aspects. Ada kemahiran dalam komputer, ada kemahiran dalam bahasa, ada kemahiran dalam presentation dan supaya menjadi guru yang kuat dan yang diidamkan oleh institusi-institusi pendidikan di Indonesia. Wallahu a'lam bishawab.
Okay, I'm so sorry, sir, because the time is up, and then we will continue for the next event. Thank you very much for the interactive and useful material today, sir. Hopefully, it will be useful for us, for our students also, as a teacher and also educators. And I hope next time we can hold another conference like this more.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm very happy being with you. Thank you very much, and inshallah, hope to see you again. I hope to come to Indonesia and see you face to face, inshallah.
Okay, mashallah. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.